Hey friends, how are you? It's your girl Meg. Welcome back to another video, and today's video is another tag video. I did one of these recently, but I'm gonna do another one, and today's tag video is the alphabet makeup tag. So basically, you're gonna go through your makeup collection A to Z and find products from brands that you love. For example, from Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is what I like. From B, C, la la la. I've seen different variations of this tag before, so you could either list the product name or you can go by brand, and I decided for today's video just to kind of keep it a little simple as I could without rambling too much. I wanted to stick with brands and go down the alphabet. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm gonna go ahead and link the creator of this tags video below. The creator is Jen Phelps, so you can go check her video out. And I will say there are some letters that I just left out because there wasn't something that I'd be like, I don't like anything. Like, you know, I'm not just gonna talk about products for the sake of talking about them. So if that sounds like something that you would like, make sure you stick around, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, make sure to follow along on social media where we can be friends, and I post a lot daily on my Instagram stories, so I'd love to have you there, so let's be friends. Okay, let's go ahead and get this alphabet makeup tag started. For the letter A, I chose the brand Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I chose one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of all time, the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I have used this countless times. It's beautiful, feminine, glam. It's got some nice warm tones. It's got some pinks. It's got some berry tones, nice black, some rose tones, golds, and bronze. It's like all the tones I love in eyeshadows, like everything that I love. I just use it so much. I use it all the time. It's probably my most loved eyeshadow palette. Like if I had to go to a desert island and I only had to take one eyeshadow palette, it would probably be this one, I think. I don't know. I love it so much. So for B, I chose Bare Minerals lipstick. It's called the Mineralist Hydra Smoothing Lipstick, and this is in the shade Insight. It is like my perfect nude. I know nudes are very personalized for people, and people have very personal opinions when it comes to their perfect nude. So for me, this is my perfect nude. It's absolutely stunning. It's not too warm toned. It's not too cool toned. As you can see, it's very neutral, beige. It leans a little peachy. It leans a little pink. It's just such a beautiful lipstick, and I love it so much. And I feel like every time I don't know what lipstick to wear, this will match literally any makeup look that I do because I feel like it's perfectly neutral. All right, for C, I chose the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. I have two lipsticks in a row, and they're very similar in shade and tone. In fact, when you see them side by side, you're gonna be like, what's the difference? They're very similar. So this is the Bare Minerals one, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. I find that Pillow Talk is a little bit more cool toned, a little more pink, a little more rosy. Bare Minerals feels way more neutral to me than Pillow Talk, especially when you get it on the face next to an eye look. Like I'm wearing a cool toned eye look, and I put the Bare Minerals lipstick on today, and I feel like it matches just fine, or I'll wear like a super gold look and it'll still match. For D, I feel like I save this for special occasions, like when I'm doing my hair, and it's the Dry Bar Detox Dry Shampoo. This is expensive, and I find that it's one of these items where it's like I don't purchase it all the time. I purchase Batiste. That's my favorite dry shampoo. However, this is so good, and I like to have it in my cabinet to use for those like nights out or something. Like it just reminds me, because I originally got this dry shampoo when I went to Beaches, Turks and Caicos. They were a sponsor at one of the conferences that I went there, and I just remember, like when I smell it, I think of Beaches, Turks and Caicos. So that's why I like to spray it in my hair on special occasions. Like I just love this dry shampoo, and it's beautiful. It's very similar to Batiste in my opinion. So if you like Batiste or you like Dry Bar, I feel like they're interchangeable. E. This was literally a no-brainer. Estee Lauder Double Wear. It is my holy grail foundation. People think that this is a matte full coverage foundation, and while I would agree that it can get to that, I honestly think that you can wear this sheared out or built up or like however finish you want it to have. It does finish down a little bit more natural, but I don't find it to be too matte and too chalky. I feel like this will work on a lot of skin types. It is absolutely bulletproof. It lasts through everything. It's amazing. Holy Grail foundation, will always have it in my collection. F, I chose Flower Beauty, what is this called? Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. I have this in a couple of shades, and this pressed powder is amazing. It is a very finely milled pressed powder, and if you've seen any of my other dupe videos before, I've duped this against the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. It's very similar to that. If you love the Charlotte Tilbury powder but you can't justify buying it over and over again, try this one. It is so good. So good, and I love it under the eyes. Alright, H. This is kind of a relatively new product to me. I've had it for a few months and I've worn these a couple times and I really like them. These are the House of Lashes Iconic Light Lashes. I have issues with false lashes because I have huge eyes, so when I wear a very thick false lash, it tends to make me look a bit clownish, especially like the really popular ones with the faux mink bands and like the really thick bands. I look like how drag queen makeup looks on a man. It looks like me without having to do drag queen makeup. You know what I'm saying? Super animated. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love drag makeup. However, sometimes it gets a little too clownish for me. So I have to be very careful when I choose lashes. So when I tried the House of Lashes, like the regular iconic lashes are too much for me. But the lights, they're so good. I really love these lashes. They're just enough oomph and everything that I like in a lash. It's a great dramatic lash for me. It's weird. You would think having a huge eye meant that you could wear really huge dramatic lashes, like it wouldn't make a difference. But since my eyes are very protruding outward, the lash is sitting further out on my face. So it's almost like this, I don't know, you kind of have to go a little less with the lash. Does that even make sense to anybody? Like anybody that has big eyes, can you relate to this at all? Because I feel like I cannot relate to anybody. Like nobody has this problem. We're on I. And for that I chose the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I won't go on and on about this. This is a beautiful foundation slash CC cream. It's very full coverage, has SPF. I love the regular original one. And I also really love the matte for summertime. They're both awesome. I tend to use matte a little bit more, I will say, but I love them both. They're both in my rotation. Love these. For J, I chose the Juvia's Place Nubian eyeshadow palette. It's a beautiful, affordable, warm-toned eyeshadow palette. It's absolutely stunning and gorgeous. I love this eyeshadow palette and it's super affordable. The shadows are incredibly pigmented. They blend beautifully, and this palette is, I believe, only $20, which is crazy because it feels like way more high-end than it is. So I highly recommend and love this palette. For L, I chose the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. This is by far my most favorite high-end mascara. It is cult favorite for a reason. It's got a beautiful bristly wand. It creates so much volume, length, definition. It's got literally everything that I love in a mascara is in this. It's kind of hard to just like sit here and describe a mascara. It's like one of those things that you just like need to try. Absolutely love this. If you've never tried it, I would 100% recommend it. It's just a wonderful mascara, and I don't really typically like to buy high-end mascara. I kind of stick with more drugstore stuff, but with this, I feel like it's always worth the splurge to have Lancome Monsieur Big. Alright, for M, I chose two brands because I felt like since some letters I'm not choosing one, I might as well. So I went with MAC Melba brush, so double M right here. And I feel like this is the most universally beautiful blush that I have in my collection. It goes with literally any makeup look that I'll do, that I'll put on. And I chose this because I felt like this is the most universal blush that I own. I can wear this with cool toned looks, with warm toned looks. It literally matches everything. It's a beautiful neutral. It leans a little warm, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like it just works with everything, and I love this tone. I love a neutral nude type blush, and that's what Melba is for me. It works on my skin tone perfectly. If you're a medium to deep, it may not be the same for you. Okay, the other product for M is I chose the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks. I feel like I can't do like some sort of favorites video without mentioning this lipstick. This is my favorite long wearing lipstick formula. Absolutely love these. They are so incredibly long wearing. I won't go on and on about it. Like, I've talked so much about these on my Instagram. It's my favorite long wearing matte lipstick, and I have literally almost every single shade. But this is the shade Poet. It's very, very, very light. I like to mix this one with others. Okay, with N, I was very surprised at how much I really like this, and it's kind of pricey for what you get, but it's really awesome. And it is the Natasha Denona, whoa, I almost dropped it, the Mini Nude Palette. So it's this 5-pan shade palette, and it's $25, but you're like, what? I can go get like an e.l.f. thing that's like way cheaper, and yes, you can, but this is such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. I feel like it's so great for travel. It's so compact, and the quality of Natasha Denona shadows are absolutely insanely beautiful. If you've never tried it, it's such a great formula. If you're an eyeshadow junkie, at least try these mini palettes before you invest in like the more like bigger ones, you know? I don't have any of the bigger ones. Maybe I should get one for fun, but I feel like this is such a versatile little palette. I can create so much with this. It works awesome for travel. Oh, I chose the Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. This is in their old packaging. I know that they redid their packaging a while ago, and honestly, I should go buy it because I'm pretty sure this is expired by this point. But this is like one of my favorite high-end highlighters of all time. It's absolutely blinding. It's insane. I absolutely love this highlighter. It's perfect for my skin tone. It's a champagne white gold sort of tone to it. If you don't like a subtle highlight, do not buy this. If you like to beam to outer space, you want this in your life. Plain and simple. This is what you want. Love this eyeliner so much. This is literally like gonna come as no shock to anybody. But for P, I chose the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I would be an idiot not to put this in here. It's my holy grail bronzer. I really don't use anything else. I don't know what else I can say about this product. I don't have anything for Q. I was like, what do I know for Q? Nothing. There's a couple letters down at the end. I'm like, I don't have anything. Okay, so for R, I chose the Revlon Color Stay Foundation. This is a product that I have used for over 9 years, and it is a beautiful, long-wearing foundation. One of my favorite drugstore foundations that I think I've ever tried. I've personally been loving the normal to dry skin formulation because I feel like it's a little bit more of a natural finish, and that's what I prefer. Very similar to the Estee Lauder Double Wear. The consistency and how it lasts and the formula of it is very similar. So if you like double wear, this is a really great dupe. Love this foundation if you've never tried it. S. So for S, I chose this. This is the Super Goop Glow Screen. It is a sunscreen primer with a very shimmery finish, and it is SPF 40. It's a clean beauty product. I absolutely love this stuff. And I didn't think I would love a sunscreen as much as I loved this. I've been wearing it like all summer long. Even though it's fall now, you still need your sunscreen, okay? But all summer long, I would wear this with just a little concealer. My skin would just look so glowy and beautiful. It looks great by itself or used as a primer. I love it. For T, I chose the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is my favorite holy grail concealer. It is beautiful, it is high coverage, very pigmented, but it doesn't ever get too dry for me. If you like the coverage of Shape Tape, but you hate how dry Shape Tape is, you need to switch to this concealer. It's beautiful. I've loved it for years. I just find that it like sits so much better underneath my eyes, and it has that coverage and pigment without the dryness. It always stays looking beautiful for me. I love this. I love everything in here, obviously. I don't know why I have to keep saying I love this. All right, for you, I had to choose from Urban Decay, and I love literally all of the Naked palettes. I'm pretty sure like all of them I love. But if I had to pick one that I needed to use for the rest of my life and I could only pick one, I would pick this one. It is the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. It is awesome. This has a nice mix of warm and cool tones with a nice, beautiful peachy shade in here as well. That's, I think, what makes it so unique and special is that it does have a mixture of warm and cool tones. It does have that perfect brow bone shade that you need to use. It's got a gold, it's got a champagne color, it's got these like silvery cool tone browns. I feel like it has everything that I need, and I love this peachy like coral shade in here. It's just beautiful. It's great. It's a great palette, and I absolutely love the slim packaging. Has the mirror. It's one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of all time. I highly recommend this one if you've never tried it before. Okay, and this is the last product. I don't have a V and an X and a Z, so we're gonna stop at W, and that is Wet n Wild, and I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. I do love the original liquid liquid foundation of theirs, but when I tried the stick, I felt like this was extremely special and that there's like nothing like this at the drugstore at all. And I found this to be a very, very close dupe to the Hourglass stick foundation. I duped them side by side. I actually have a whole blog post on that. I'll link it below if you want to check it out. But I messed this up. Just forget the way that this looks. But it is a buildable coverage cream stick foundation that lasts really well, has a beautiful finish. Like if you love the Hourglass stick foundation, you have to give this a try. And this was probably one of my favorite products, probably the favorite product of mine that Wet n Wild has released. It is just, I have nothing but great things to say about this foundation, and it is so good if you've never tried it. I am a foundation junkie, as probably evidenced by this video, honestly. This is the 4th foundation in this video. I was so incredibly impressed with it. I think it's one of their best launches they've ever done. I love this stick foundation so much, and I'm never going to buy the Hourglass stick foundation ever again because I have this, and it's literally the same. So yeah, we're done. And I have talked for what felt like an eternity, but we got through the alphabet. There were a couple letters that we didn't touch on, but that's okay because we don't want to waste time. I'm curious if you want to do your own alphabet makeup tag. Maybe you could leave a comment listing out your favorites from A to Z if you want. Do your own video, tag me, like even just do it on your Instagram and tag me on stories. Like I would love to see it. So I had so much fun with this video. I hope you did too. If there's any other tag videos you want me to do, please let me know because I love these kinds of videos. Okay, we're done. We're gonna stop now, okay? I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!